fellow model railroaders. This is the Parkersburg Central budget HO scale model railway. Just gonna make another video here about, as I mentioned in the previous video, about my GMD1, its repairs, as well as another locomotive and a few other things. I just want to start off by saying thanks for the new subscribers. That's awesome in the comments. Happy to see people are enjoying these videos, so I'll try to produce as much as I can before race season starts, and hopefully I'm able to accomplish some more things on this model railroad. Just want to start off, I guess, the repairs on my GMD1 that happened probably, I don't know, a long time ago, maybe 9 months ago. Anyways, I just mentioned in a previous video that I'd be going through sort of what happened with this thing. And anyways, yeah, this is my GMD1. It's a Rapido manufactured unit. Bought this at a train show slash train sale a couple years ago in the arm prior sale, and then I think I paid about $200 for it at the time, so seemingly was a good deal. It lasted probably, I don't know, I guess another couple or 3 years until I started acting up. So what happened was it'd go around the track and it would stutter a lot, and I also cross-referenced it with another locomotive that I know worked good, and that same locomotive didn't have the problem on that area of the track, so obviously it was something to do with the locomotive. So I had used this guy before. He's a great guy. His name is Reginald Cote, and he repairs model trains. He's actually from the Montreal, Quebec region, but he comes to Ottawa here at the Hobby House store and repairs model trains. And we went through some diagnosis on this. He has a diagnosing track at the hobby shop, which is cool. So I'll just insert some video about it.
Still going, but not as bad.
We're up to half an hour. And yeah, what ended up happening was Regin had to really work on this thing quite a bit. These things, unfortunately, these Rapido units have I guess, a pre-existing condition or something. Let's say that I think of the motor or something in them breaks. And you know, basically for me, I know this is a budget model railroad, but this stuff I'd just rather get someone else do. I really don't want to mess with it and mess around. I kind of just rather work on scenery, track work, and stuff like that. So, anyways, Regin's reasonable, but yeah, if you guys are in, I'll put his contact information. But he is called the model train doctor here, and anyways, so that it's fixed now. All right, guys, back again here. Yeah, I ended up getting my dream locomotive. I bought this at a place in Montreal called Van Horn, which is this kind of cool little hobby shop. Maybe I'll try to put some pictures in it. You totally wouldn't know it's a hobby shop. It's beside it's sort of in a semi-industrial sector in Montreal in the Laval region, beside a repair shop that repairs street sweepers. So you wouldn't even know. You have to know where to go for this. There's no like street signs. But anyways. Maybe I'll try to put a link in. There's a guy who did a great review of this hobby shop, and he's a local guy, SMT Mainline. Yeah, so I'll put in the description, I'll put a link about this Van Horn place. It's pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, watch his video if you really want to learn more about it. But the one I bought was this Erie Lackawanna switcher. This is a Atlas unit that was originally produced by Atlas Model Railroad in 91, 1991. And it has the same road number, the 526. So you can see that there, the 526 hopefully. The 526 and 528. Maybe I should have bought the 528 as well. I think they had that for sale. But the reason why this is so cool to me is I had this back when I had my kind of second model railroad, let's call it. This thing here. So I had that model railroad when I was a kid. I think I might have been 12. This is at my parents' house. So this is my like second attempt at a model railroad. And I remember I bought this and I was like, I really thought it was a neat locomotive. Didn't actually get to use it much. And then I sold it. So I have it back now. So I like the Erie Lackawanna sort of paint scheme and everything. And perhaps in this layout, maybe I'll make up some stories like this is a border town. And New York State and Ontario, and basically the Erie Lackawanna somehow survived. As you guys know, this railroad didn't last very long and it was really managed poorly. So maybe someone like Lee Iacocca took it over, and next thing you know, it's still running. And I guess maybe my layout might take in late 60s, early 70s. I don't know. So hypothetically, it could be in here. But anyways, I won't get into all these details. But yeah, that's sort of why I wanted to have another one of those back. So that's kind of cool. And it came with this. I remember this packaging. And sometimes these were the European models or something. They were built in Europe or somewhere like that. But I don't know about this one for sure. It might be a Kato one. Oh no, it says made in Austria, but I think the guy said these are made in Japan anyways, but I'm not too sure. But they're just neat. And the thing is, okay, this is a DC one, right? So again, I'm going to get, at some point, when I can afford it, or, well, when I want to afford it, I'll get Rajan to turn this thing into DCC with sound. Like, this is going to be a really, as good as I can get it. I might even get someone to weather it professionally, because that's how good I want this thing to be, because it really reminds me of back in the day when I had that second model railroad. So there's that. And I guess sort of jumping into this second model railroad here, just maybe some past history if people are kind of interested. My inspiration for this came from this article in Model Railroad here from 1988, March 1988. It was called the Carbondale Central, and I found the original magazines at my sort of train club, or that meets on their monthly basis. OVAR, they sell a lot of old magazines, and guess what? Remember, guys? Anyone remember these things? Yeah, they just have a bunch of old magazines they're really just trying to get rid of, and I bought a couple of these binders, and it just happened to have this one in it. And this is such a cool cool thing for me, because as you can tell, they sort of used the cityscape in this. This was mostly a scenic exercise by a guy named Malcolm Furlow, and unfortunately Malcolm did pass away March 2023 of COVID. So, but I found some of his videos on YouTube, and it's kind of cool. He was quite an artist. He really liked the vertical look, as you can tell. So that's kind of what I'm going for there. Maybe that's, you know, he was an artist, really. I mean, I'm just trying to be an amateur artist, but maybe I'll get there somehow. But yeah, the layout on this was pretty basic, so mine's a little more intricate. But it had, yeah, it had cool, like sort of bridges, like those sort of buildings like that. It had a cool roadway, although that roadway, I'm like, man, that's kind of narrow for me. But anyways, that was what he did. But it really inspired me to start this sort of cityscape. That ship was so cool. I don't think I could do that. But yeah, anyways, he really, it was a really neat article. See, there was sort of the picture of it. I have a hard time reading this because my eyes got hurt. I had some health problems, so, but I can read it, but I have to have a lot of light and magnification. But yeah, you see, and then he did this. I kind of wanted to do that too, but I couldn't really find those pieces. But anyways, yeah, so that's the inspiration sort of for the city. The city layout was the old Carbondale Central. So I'll try to work on this some more. And yeah, I am working on the backdrop building. Hey guys, just at my workbench here, and yeah, so this is my little workbench. Just not, it works just fine. There's some other buildings hopefully one day I get to. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just working on the on this. It was called the River City Textiles, but I think I'm going to use there's one for another decal on it that I'll probably use. But anyways, so yeah, just painting it. I mean, these are tough to paint. Here obviously you're gonna have a lot of hits, so I just happen to have some dollar store cinnamon brown, and I'll be able to cover all the little hits I had up. But I didn't want to keep it all one color. I wanted to have that at least, so at least breaks up a bit. But I found some cinnamon brown spray paint by like Tremclad up here in Canada, which is basically like Rust-Oleum in the States. So I think that should work out nice. Anyway, so I am working on that. Hopefully I can get that done somewhat soon. It's a fairly simple structure once you get all the painting done. It just basically, it goes together like that. It's just all the painting and stuff. I try to paint my buildings because it just looks more realistic. But anyways, so hopefully I'll make another video when that's done. Anyways, yeah, just wanted to thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and for being there, fellow model rowers. Okay, all right, talk to you there.